Well, good day YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino and we will be looking at a beer that was picked up for me by the one and only Greg. So thank you very much, Greg, for going out of your way and picking this up. Now I've had two beers from this company. One of them I loved and one of them was meh. I've had so many beers just like this before. So today we will be looking at a beer from Rainhard Brewing in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We will be looking at their Sweetbacks Milk Stout, which is a 5% alcohol milk stout. Now, a lot of their beers, I don't know if this is a one-off or not, but a lot of their beers actually have their own labels. And then a few of them that I've had are just like this. So, yeah. And that's actually a sticker too. It's not actually printed on the bottle. It's just a sticker onto the bottle. So let's pop her open. Let's give her a drink. See what we think. Give her a drink and see what we think. Oh yeah, give her a drink. See what we think. Give her a drink. See what we think. Give her a drink. Give her a drink. See what we think. Well, that is exactly what I would expect my milk stout to look like. That beautiful brown head, beautiful black beer, just like my heart. I have a Coeur de Noir, just like the beer. Smell. You know what? Scent-wise, unless my mustache is filtering it all out, it smells much like most milk stouts out there. Kind of more like La Vache Folie than say maybe the Tom Green one or Left Hands or anything like that. It has more of the roasted malts, almost to a smoked malt scent on there. Yeah, a lot more roasted malts and coffee than the lactose and chocolate that you get from some of the milk stouts out there. So yeah, roasted malt, a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of lactic sweetness, and a tiny touch of chocolate. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Pinky up. Okay, now the beer I loved from Rainhard was the When Hearts Collide Russian Imperial Stout. Fucking loved that beer, and I thought maybe their stouts, their darker beers, would all be pretty damn good. This is okay. This actually comes off really to me as almost a introductory type of beer. If you've never had a milk stout before, it works to teach you what a milk stout should taste like. If you were not sure if you liked a milk stout, like you've had a few that didn't have much flavor or had too much flavor, this could help you out as well. But there's no real big popping flavors on this. I'm trying to think just off the top of my head, and I don't think, excuse me, the GTA has all that many milk stouts out often. And I mean, this would fill a niche in that thought process. It's creamy. It's medium bodied. Has a very minimal amount of carbonation. Roasty. Not overly roasty though, like it smelled like it was going to be overly roasty, but the roastiness isn't all that much. Roasty, a touch of like stale coffee, and a very small touch of lactose. That lactic milk stout sweetness is not overly apparent. It starts in the middle and goes all the way to the end. It kind of emanates at the end, and that's where you get most of it. And it's a fairly even-keeled beer. It's well balanced. I mean, it's not overly sweet. It's not overly bitter. Again, the roastiness is very minimal. The lactose sweetness is there the whole way through, but it's still minimal. Tiny touch of that stale coffee. I'm not really tasting any chocolate. I'm not really tasting much of anything. I'm not saying that's bad. This is actually a great... it's a 5% alcohol beer that I could put back lots of. Where did I put the... I put it in my pocket. Oh, I took my shorts off. I don't know where I left them. I don't remember if this is... There was 3 different prices. I had a Rainhard beer for $5, a Rainhard beer for $6, and a Rainhard beer for $7. If this is the $6 one, it's okay. If it's the $7 one, no. If it's the $5 one, it's really good. And I mean, $1 doesn't matter much. I'm just saying for myself where I would put it by its price. I don't remember if this was the $5, the $6, or the $7 one. And my shorts are way over there, and I'm not standing up and going and getting them. Mostly because, yeah, just because. It's a very enjoyable beer. It just has very minimal flavors. To me, and I make fun of the Tom Green Milk Stout because I find it to be very, very boring, but using a man's name who was very offensive to a lot of people. I actually found him funny, but I find this to have less flavor than that. That being said, it is a good beer. It's a solid beer. It has stouty flavors. It has milk stouty flavors. It's basically, in my mind, like a second or third step stout. You know, you just had your very first Guinness or something, and or even less, you just had your very first Murphy's Irish Stout or something, and you're going into trying something else. This is a good next step. Excuse me. Burps really nicely too. Out of 10. 7.25. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't have enough flavors to make me love it. But if it's a $5 beer, I could buy it all the time and enjoy it because there's nothing to dislike about it. If it's a $6 beer, I could buy it on the occasion and enjoy it because there's nothing wrong with it. If it's a $7 beer, now you're going into Silversmith Black Lager territory, which is still more money than $7, but where it's basically a good representation of the style, but not worth that price tag. So I mean, it all matters where it is on the list. I'll go and get my paperwork at some point, but I'm just saying straight up, it's 7.25 from me. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye. Oh, I gotta chug.